to make the regular snow globe die, using the regular snow globe die. So it's the Anna Griffin snow globe, and this is the die set. This one, I decided to use the actual house scene, which is this one. And I did not make it a shaker because I really wanted it to lay flat for mailing, because it's going to be one of the cards that I'm going to be using for the cards that I'm doing for my 80 card giveaway. And so I wanted it to be flat because I made a shaker card yesterday, and I realized that we would have to put extra postage on it. So I'm going to make the easel cards like I did yesterday, but they'll be flat, no shaker. This one is super quick, super easy. All I did was cut out this piece, which is the shadow layer, and I popped it up with this silver paper. It has a little bit of embossing on there. You see that? Really, really nice. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. I forgot to put my hello up there. And then I used that house die, and I cut it out of some paper that I used from a Crafter's Companion set. Instead of using, I think it was a Crafter's Companion. I think it was a Crafter's Companion set. Of course, I cannot find the one I used out of which book. Oh yeah, this is it. I used it from this paper pad. The Crafter's Companion paper pad, 8x8, and I cut it out of that. And excuse me, to get the little shadowy figures, as if you can see on there, it's a print. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. It's a print on there, and so I just put these together. Then this paper here, which if you can see as I tip, I embossed it a little bit so it can have some texture. And this paper is the royal blue glitter paper from Crafter's Companion. And I used the embossing folder from, this one is the lattice embossing folder that came with my impress machine. So I'm kind of all over using a lot of stuff, which I did that on purpose, only so I could kind of show you, you can use whatever you want, and everything kind of mixes and matches and goes together. And this bow is a nice blue, and it complements this. And this bow came from the swag bag from the Create Kit. Hi, Shirley. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I'm getting ready to put the card together. Okay, so this is a card base from Crafter's Companion, one of her thicker card bases. And I just pulled it because, you know, we have so many card bases when we buy her kits. So I just pulled out a nice card base. For this, I rounded the corners with this little corner rounder from I don't know. But if you recognize this corner rounder, it kind of reminds you of the one that came in the Crafter's Companion little kit. You know, if you bought the compendium, it had a corner rounder in it. Same thing, same idea. And I just rounded the corners of the paper because this had so many round corners that I just didn't want to have such a square edge. And I started to run these corners, but I didn't. And so this is going to go right on top of there. And I'm not going to do any dimension on this piece, only because the rest of it has dimension, or will have dimension. Oh, you can see the emboss much better on the back. Can you? There we go. You can see the embossing a lot better on the back than you can on the front. I'm mad. I would have rather seen it more on the front, but that's okay because we have a lot going on with our snow globe. And so I'm just going to put this right down here, just like that. And then I pop this up and I want to position this right here. And so I'm going to put this down first only because I need room for my bow at the top. Yep. And so I'm going to put this, and if you can see, this was paper came from one of the Create kits. That's what this paper came from. I'm using stuff from everywhere. Then my sentiment, celebrate the seasons, I have it popped up also. This came from the, I want to say, it came from one of the embellishment kits that I had already, I think. Or no, it came from the birthday box, I think. It came from the birthday box. Okay, and so now all I'm going to do is put some glue around the edges of this so it can stick. And I'm making sure I put glue all the way around, only because sticking on this glitter paper, sometimes it just don't stick. And so I'm going to also add a little glue, because this is my tester card to make sure that this will work, because if not, I'll have to use plain paper. And I really like the glitter paper for the Christmas cards. And so I'm just putting a little glue. And as you know, I always just kind of drag my glue on top of that tape just to give it some extra wiggle room and some extra adhesion. Like that. And we're going to put this all over here. And I didn't run it through my Xyron first, which probably would have been helpful. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this right here and run it around like this. And I'm leaving a little gap in the middle between the two, because this is going to be right there. Okay, so I'm going to stick this down. Oh, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. Okay, and this is a super quick card. The stickers are really cute and they're quick to put together. Once you cut these pieces out, it's super quick to put this card together. Um, Especially if you're not making it into a shaker card. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bow, and my bow is going to go right there. And I put some little pop dots already on my bow. And I'm just adding a little extra glue. Thank you. Blue is my favorite color, and so I took my time to find all these different blues that would go together, that would really match, because blue is my favorite color. And so there is the bow. And so this is, I was about to say, did I put this on the right so it's opening correctly? So that is our greeting card today. Thank you so much. This is really a quick one. And now I know all I have to do is match up all the colors. And this will be a quick card. I could do 10 of these quickly, because I'm doing 10 or 20 of each style, since they told me to start with 80, which don't mean I'm going to necessarily end with 80. So the reason why I did this is because I really wanted to come and show you the card that I was working on for today. But I got a surprise in the mail, and I was so happy. And I've been working on it all day, working on them all day to get them prepped and ready. Even though my sale is not happening for Cyber Monday, but look what came in the mail today. Let me take it off the little backer and put it on the card so you can see it much better. My enamel pen came in today, and let me see if I can focus my camera upward and get it off from being blurry. The quitting, see if it's so shiny. There we go. Quitting is not an option. It's my pen. It came in. I love it. It turned out just like I wanted it to. just like I wanted it to. And it looks gorgeous on this backer card. And so I've spent the day, let me back you up some more. And yes, and so I've spent the day putting them on the backer card. Thank you, Kathy. I am so excited. Like I think they did a fabulous job on them. Um, I'm just so happy that they turned out so well. This was exactly my vision, the exact vision for this pen. This quitting is an option. And I had a couple of people to tell me to change that and change this. And I was like, no, I want it to look just like this. And I'm super pleased. So they'll be going into my store. And I'm just going to do a soft launch, but I'm going to do a major launch in January and for my Shopify store. And so they'll be in my store along with my don't quit list. Oh wait, I guess you gotta see it. It's gonna go in the store. Can you see the blue theme? I love blue. So it's gonna go in the store with my notepad, the don't quit list, and my ultimate card making guide. These will be the three things that I'll do a soft launch on in December. I'm so excited. Everything turned out exactly how I wanted to. Now I wish this was blue because then it'll match. But I didn't know how to change this color the way it needed to be. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. I'm excited. I have never produced my own line of products before except my Denton Heart pen. My Denton Heart pen for larynx cancer awareness is the only thing that I've created before of my own product. I'm so used to buying everybody else's, and to have my own is fabulous. So this is my Dented Heart pen. It's made out of polymer clay, and I created them for my nonprofit because my mom passed away of larynx cancer, and I created the dented heart. And if you can see, there's a dent here, right there. And the premise of this pen is there's a dent in the heart because when you lose a loved one, they leave a dent in your heart because they're no longer with you. And so I created this pen, and this is how I raise money for my nonprofit organization with the dented heart pen. And all the proceeds go back to that to my organization. And so this was the first thing I've ever made. It's actually trademarked because I was so excited to do this, that I trademarked the pen, and I loved it. It was so wonderful. And so I was super excited. And then now I have my own book, which this is not my first book, but this is my first craft book. Now I have my own to-do list, and I have my own enamel pen. I'm trying to get that. It won't stay. Oh, I know how I got it to stay up before. This. That's how I got it to stay up before. And so, yes. Hi, Beverly. Thank you for joining me. I was just kind of showing the stuff that is part of my sale. That'll be a part of my launch eventually when I launch my products. And then also I have all the sticker sets that I made. Oh, it's not gonna cooperate. Cut it out. Beverly, did you get your book? That's what I needed to know. Did you get your book? I don't remember if I asked you or not. If you got the Artist Guild book. So I just have been. I was so excited today. I did all of them. I only ordered 100. I got these pens made from a U.S. manufacturer also. So they were made right here, and I'm loving it. Okay, thank you. Look, my mind sometimes be wondering. I don't be remembering. I don't be remembering. And so these will be the three things that will be a part of the sale when I launch. We're going to do a soft launch in December, and then we'll do a major store launch in January. And it'll be at my Shopify store and Etsy, because my coach told me, why aren't I doing it at both places? And I was like, I don't know. And so she was like, launch them on both platforms. So it'll be at Cutting Edge Paper Crafts on Shopify, and Cutting Edge PCC on Etsy. Oh, definitely. I'll give you the information. Definitely. I am so proud of this pen. This pen turned out exactly how I wanted it. I'm trying. It's so glary. Let me see if I turn off my light, it might not work. Nope. Oh, it didn't make it too much better. It didn't make it too much better for you to be able to see it. I'm just excited about this little pen. I'm so happy. But yeah, and if depending on the dimensions of the pen, ah, never mind. Okay, so but this is the pen. It turned out wonderfully. I'm Let me see if I can bring it in closer, and then if I can, there it is. Thank you, Beverly. You know what? Great minds need to work together. That is the pen. I am so happy with this pen. Yep, that is the pen. And they did a fabulous job. This company that I use did a fabulous job. The prices was not so overwhelming that we couldn't afford it. And yeah, I'm excited with it. Okay, I had to stop fooling around with this camera because my husband mounted it above my head. But he didn't put it in solid, so I can't be messing with it. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate that. I'm just so happy. This has been a labor of love. It took me months to get this thing done, but now that it's here, it was worth the months that I put into it. I also had I spoke to one of um, a member of the community about my don't quit list, and she was like, Shiva, that makes so much sense because everybody have a to-do list, but we don't have a to-don't list, like telling us keep going. And so she was like, produce me one of those and let me have it so I can sell some for you. And I'm like, yes ma'am. And so I'm happy that this is going to be really helpful. It's a 5x7. I'm going to send them. I'm thinking, I don't know, I have a laser printer, so I can print these out nice and crisp, and I binded this one myself. And so I may do a couple of runs of it and see how it works. If not, I'm going to send this out, which is another reason why I'm waiting until December. So if I have to send it out to get it printed and glued, I will do it. I'll send it out. And then this, of course, my book with all of the sketches. This book here, I'm sending this out to get printed. So then all I have to do is bind it. I bind this with my crop. That's not a crocodile. What's that thing? My cinch. I bound it with my cinch, and I did it up and down so it makes it easier, so it won't be this way on your workstation. It'll be up and down, and it will fit perfectly out the way. And so I'm excited. I got all the pictures in there finally, and it is fabulous. I'm loving it. I'm so happy. This has been a treat for me to do. And so these are the first three offerings plus my stickers that I'll have in the shop next month. And so I just wanted to come in with this to show you my pen today and show you how excited I am about this whole process. So also, I'm at about 1,900 subscribers. When I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to have another giveaway. I'm giving away the Gemini Mini and a bunch of Crafter's Companion stamps and paper to go with it. So whoever wins it will have stuff to do. Like I have some dies also that I'll be giving away. Also, our next major thing that we're going to be doing is going to be called Throwback Thursday. Starting next Thursday, I will be taking something that I bought long time ago and I'll be doing it new projects with them so we can start pulling out some of this old stuff we have. And it's going to be called Throwback Thursday, and I'll have a video for that every single Thursday of something that I had, because I have tattered lace dies. If you, I'm not sure if everybody knows about like the Tattered Lace subscriptions. Like this is a Tattered Lace magazine from the UK, and this is issue 51 from like 2018 or something, or 15 or something like that. 2018, yeah. And so I have this full set of dies and love them. And so I'll be doing stuff with that kind of thing because we have so much new product and a lot of it mimics the old products we used to have. And so I'm going to be doing Throwback Thursday, and I'll be using stuff like this in my Throwback Thursdays. And that is going to start next week. Thank you. Yes, it'll start next week, and we're going to get ready to use some of this stuff that we have put up. And I'm also going to, which I guess is official now. I'm starting my own Patreon page. It's only going to be one tier. The Patreon page is only going to be one tier. It's going to be a $7 tier. I love creating craft. Yep. So it's going to be a one tier. It's going to be seven dollar tier for everybody. We're going to do podcasts over there. We're going to be using all old materials. I'm going to be talking about how we can donate, all these cards we have to facilities and that kind of stuff on my Patreon. That is going to go into effect the 1st of January. The 1st of January, I'll start my Patreon page. I have somebody right now working on it because it's an avenue that I can do the projects. I'm not that good with that back end creative part that I need for it to look good. That's not my forte, but I can create all the projects. And so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, no problem. Anytime, anytime. You have my email address, so yeah, please call me. And um, oh yeah, I have so many ideas with the donation of cards. We donated so many cards. I have a matter of fact, I have a bag of them that needs to be gone through. That I need to donate right now. And so if you know anybody who needs cards, let me know because I have a lot of them and I can ship them to you in a box. So we can get them to people who need them, deserve them, and want them and appreciate them. So yeah. So right now, my biggest thing is I'm working on getting to 2,000 subscribers so we can have another giveaway. I love doing giveaways. It's so much fun. So we can have another giveaway. I think I'm like 106 people away from 2,000. And then my Patreon page will open up in January and we'll start Throwback Thursday starting next week. And I would start it tomorrow, except I have to go to my daughter's house for Thanksgiving and she won't let me get out of it. So I won't have a chance to create a project unless I sit down and do it tonight. It depends. I don't know. So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And look for the information about the Throwback Thursday, and definitely Beverly, give me a shoot me an email so we can get together and talk because I think that we all should come and do all of this together, and I'm loving it. And I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Yes, please. I probably won't have a video up tomorrow, but don't be surprised if I do. If I can sneak home after dinner, I might. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one.